It's getting to a point nowadays where men are giving up on women altogether. You could blame society, technology, social media, OnlyFans, COVID, all of these different factors that probably did contribute to a lot of these men who are frustrated, pissed off, confused, angry, rejected, hopeless. And it's getting to a point where they're literally giving up on women. I see it in my comments in not every video, but I see this quite a lot. There are a lot of dudes out there. It's because of their insecurities. You blame it on their height, their skin, their ethnicity. It could be a bunch of valid reasons why the dating pool is not fair for a lot of men. All right, it is not fair, and I understand that, and I feel for you guys too, because I'm not a tall dude. Growing up, I was not an attractive dude. I wasn't confident. I didn't get a lot of attention from women. I've spent a lot of time working on myself over the years. I'm about to be 35 in a couple of months, but in my teens, my dating life was non-existent. The first half of my 20s, my first girlfriend left me for another dude 5 years into the relationship. Okay, and there was a period in my own journey where I felt hopeless. Literally, I tried everything I could do to get this woman back. And over the course of 9 to 12 months of conforming to, pleading to, begging to, trying everything I could do to persuade this girl to try to influence her to come back to me, I did nothing more than give up all of my own morals and actually push this woman further away from me into the arms of another man. All right, and there was literally a period where I had given up. At that point, I was literally hopeless. I was crying in my mom's basement 30 something days in a row, no exaggeration, 30 plus days in a row every night, crying myself to sleep. Seriously, like that was me. That was 11 or 12 years ago. So I feel for a lot of the dudes out there who feel frustrated or hopeless, or it gets to a point where they don't have another option and they think that just giving up on it altogether is going to be easier. It would be less frustrating, less confusing, less painful, less rejection, less heartbreak if you just gave up on it altogether and just focused on yourself, bro. Just focus on yourself, bro. Right? You see that shit all in so many different memes and all these other places online. Just focus on yourself, king. Right? And I understand that side. I really do. But for anybody that's feeling that, I just want to let you guys know, you can't give up on this thing. You cannot give up on your dating life. You cannot give up on the idea of you being an attractive man that can be confident, that can have success with women. These are muscles, these are skill sets that if you put the time into, anybody can have success with this stuff. It may take a while, but what is the other option really? What is the other side of it as the dude that just gives up? You guys think that just by giving up on this thing, you think life's gonna get easier on the other side of just giving up and accepting you're not gonna be good with this shit? I don't get how that's easier. You now have to live the rest of your life alone or settling for some really low quality partner that you're not happy with, and you just know deep down that you didn't give it your all with this. You never really put in the effort. You never faced the fear. You never overcame this thing, and you just kind of accepted the shit reality for what it was, and that's how you're gonna live the rest of your life. You think that that's easier, or just being alone indefinitely? I don't see how that is a better life. There was this trend going on in the manosphere over the last couple of years. This idea of MGTOW. It's MG, or what, I don't even know what the abbreviation. Men going their own way, right? MGTOW, and it's dudes that are not even dudes, grown ass men that are so fed up with women and their lack of understanding of female nature. And honestly, in my opinion, it's a bunch of fucking crybabies. And this might trigger some of you guys watching this right now. But I could say this because some of you dudes are going to be saying, some of you dudes are watching this video saying, yes, it's easy for you because you're charismatic and you're muscular and you're a good looking dude. And I get why you have it. You don't know what it was like. You don't know what it's like for a guy like me. Right? And that's the problem, is that we grow up and you see these other dudes in your life that got success with women. They didn't need to put in the effort. That we all know those people, right? We all know a couple people that have success with women, that had successful lives, and they didn't need to put the time in. We all know that, okay? But there's a certain amount of people that they hyper focus on the rejections that they had, and they see all these other people having success, and because of that reason, they're so frustrated. And they want to just point the finger. And some of these dudes will just keyboard warrior all day, right? There's going to be people that respond to this video saying those same things, not realizing that I had to put in a lot of time. I've put in way more time than any of you dudes have. Way more time than anybody else I know has ever put into this thing. Okay? So before you sit there and cry and whine that life's not fair because you're either short or you're fat or you're ugly or you don't have the right genetics or it was so easy for John or Tom or Jesse who just had the success, and why can't it be like that for me? Why can't I just get the one girl to like me? Understand that you have full responsibility of your fate. You need to accept that. You need to accept that. You need to stop crying. You need to stop pointing the finger. You need to stop even for a fraction of a second considering the idea that you could just give up on dating or the idea of being successful with women. No, you are fully in control of this thing. In my opinion, honest truth, in my opinion, 2025, it is easier than ever before. Yes, it is easier than ever before for you to now have a successful dating life. You know why that is? It's not because of, well, these dudes on IG that are jacked and models and have Lambos are going to get all the girls. Whatever, dude. There's a lot of guys out there that are genetically blessed, that are successful, that will get attractive women. But the good news is for you is that all the resources are actually out there. If you stop crying, you stop whining, you accept full responsibility for your dating life and your confidence levels moving forward, and you understand that these are actually just muscles that you could actually put the work into. Okay, a lot of the skill sets, a lot of the things that you're whining or crying or about to give up on, you could actually just put time into those things. And there's gonna be that one dude, this is so much time, who would waste that much time? It's actually just better not doing it. Is it really though? Is it really living the rest of your life not having a fulfilling life? Because dude, life is fun when you actually accomplish the shit you want to accomplish. Yes, it may suck in the beginning, but I'd rather sacrifice a couple of months or maybe even a couple of years. I don't know if some of you guys can accept that. Sacrificing years to have a fulfilling dating life and family and experiences for the rest of your life versus giving up and not getting any of that, just settling for below average, subpar, mediocrity bullshit, or even worse, a life alone. To me, that is mind-blowing. And I'm just saying this, guys, because look, it doesn't need to take you 12 years like it took me. And really, it didn't take me 12 years. It took me, I'm 12 years into that since my girlfriend left me, but I started getting success within 1 to 2, probably about 2 years. After, if you take me from the timeline of me crying in my mom's basement 30 days in a row, within 2 years, I was way further ahead than anybody else I knew that was at that same level that I was at. Okay, so you could sacrifice 1 to 2 years and actually put some time in this shit. Your entire life can change. I've seen dudes transform the whole life in 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Okay, 12 weeks. And I'm not saying it's going to be like that for you because I don't want you to go in with the wrong expectation. Bunch of whiny crybabies who got a fucked up timeline about what it actually takes to get success. With women, with getting jacked, with building muscle, with building a business, with putting out content online. Bunch of whiny fucking crybabies out here that don't get their way in the first week or first couple months. And then they start to point the finger and think it's not for them and make up all these BS excuses. You gotta get your shit together. You gotta fix your timeline. You gotta be prepared to put in the work long term. But I promise you, man, once you start going down that path, it's so fucking fulfilling. It's so worth it. It's so worth it being on the other side or even just looking back at your old self 1 year later. 1 year later. Do yourself a favor. Lock in for 1 year, bro. 1 year, your whole life will change. Your confidence level, the way you communicate, the amount of opportunity you actually see in the world instead of stop playing such a fucking victim all the time, you can transform the entire life, man. You could literally become unrecognizable if you actually put in the time. Some of you guys, that's too far outside of your reality. If you're thinking about quitting right now, you don't even need to think about becoming unrecognizable. You just need to not give up right now and have an honest talk with yourself about what can I start doing today and this week to start moving the needle just a little bit, bro. Just to get things in motion. Okay? The problem is you look at this massive mountain and you don't want to go up that mountain. Literally, as I'm pointing right there, there's like this mountain on the TV. It's kind of funny. It's like, you're not climbing up this mountain. And you're not. You don't need to go up a massive mountain right now. You need to take one step every day, right? And every time you take the step, it's fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. You got to focus on the action. You focus on the success. You focus on that that forward progression one step at a time, man. And with each step, with each acknowledgement of success, the confidence will grow. It's not going to grow in one day. You're not going to get jacked in one day. You're not, these are muscles, man. These are muscles, but as long as you don't quit, bro, I promise you, you will inevitably win. And I'm nothing more than the dude who never quit. Like, I'm literally a normal ass dude. Guys see me online, they meet me in person, like, they've been following me for quite some time. They hype me up. No, I promise you guys, I'm a normal dude. I just stuck to the process and never really gave up. The first year of my journey sucked. First year sucked. Zero progress. All videos, no action. And I could have given up right there. And then when my girl left, I could have just called it a day right there and said, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done. I'd rather just cry and make excuses. Or I could make a decision to, you know what, be better. I could do better than this. I could go harder than this. Even at the level I'm at right now, I'm like, you know what, I'm doing great. I've come such a long way, but I've shown myself how far I could go. And now I know it's like, man, if I already got to this level, I could go so much further. Like, we have limitless potential, guys. Limitless. All right. So if you're even thinking about giving up, you're thinking about losing hope, you're thinking about maybe this isn't for me, dude, there's no other option, bro. There's no other option. We got to lock in, man. And look, being alone on the journey can suck at times too. Like, when I was in my mom's bed, I was in the gutter back then, bro. It was just me and the fucking weed. And I had nothing else going for me back then. Nothing else going for me. As I kept building myself up and I climbed out that gutter, I got better. I started to make friends, started to meet some women. Things started to see an ounce of daylight creeping in. And that was all I needed to keep going further and further and further. And some of you guys might not see that light yet. And that's why I had to make this video. Because as much as I like to talk about more advanced level shit a lot of the time, and the mindset, and when you're crushing shit, and the motivating, you know, all there's like advanced stuff, there's motivated stuff, there's mindset stuff. But every now and then I need to remember that there's dudes that aren't even taking the action yet right now, that are about to literally give up on this shit. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, man, you got your whole life ahead of you, bro. If you just apply yourself. If you just apply yourself, I promise you there's a whole lane in front of you. Okay, so switch up your perspective. Stay motivated. If you're at higher levels and you're watching this shit, keep going, bro. We got this shit, man. We got this, bro. As long as you don't quit, you're going to win. Inevitably, I promise you that. Because I'm nothing more than a dude who has failed way more than you. I just didn't give up, man. I just didn't give up. All right? If you want to fast track that whole process, I get that it's a lot. I get it. And look, watching the content can help switch your mindset to get you more motivated, but also surrounding yourself with the community that's supportive, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, having structured game plans that are tailored specifically to you, interacting with me and other coaches and other dudes that are going through this journey. That's the type of support and encouragement and guidance and structure and accountability a lot of you dudes might need to break through those ceilings. I had multiple ceilings on my journey that I got stuck at, that it took me years to get over certain hurdles. It wasn't until I hired coaches and had certain guidance from other people that broke me through those ceilings. So if you want help fast tracking all of that, I'd love to help you. You could check out the links down below for the coaching programs. If nothing else, keep watching the content. I will not stop posting this content every single day. There's a piece of content like this dropping on the channel. Okay, every single day I will do that. But if you've been watching the content and it's not moving fast enough, get into the programs, bro. Click the link down below. Check out the brand new programs I got going on. That's all for this video, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Every day I'll be here for you guys. Let's go. Peace out.